Hey guys, I'm 13 here, and I just suffered like a crushing blow to my being. I just made a video, and it was one of my best videos. Not like best as in spectacular, but best as in I was flying along on my scooter, and I had this kind of a nervous energy because I was coming here and I was late. This is the mall. I'm coming to see a movie, and I'm flying along. I'm trying, and I'm speaking a mile a minute because I had this like weird energy. Like it's like I think a nervous energy sums it up, and. Yeah, and then I get here and I'm just like, man, that was one awesome video. I haven't made that good of a regular speaking blog in a long, long time. And I check and the camera's not on. Yeah, I really was just like dumbfounded. Look at this idiot. See, he's like fully in the oncoming lane for no reason. Did you see that? There's this two-way traffic. There's big fucking arrows printed on the road, and he's just driving along in the oncoming road. Stereotypical or what? Yeah. So yeah. I made it in time for the movie I wanted to see, but just in time. Like it was, like it had already, the previews had already started, so I would have had to just like walk in and sit down and watch it. And the next movie starts in just an hour from now, so I'm thinking, well, there's no rush. There's not a big rush anyway, so I'll watch the next one. Title of this video, for fuck's sakes, is the third time I've said this. The first video I rambled too much, and I just cut it and started again. And the second time I did it perfect, didn't record. This is the third go, and I can pretty much fucking guarantee it won't be as good as the second. Title of the video is Proof M13 is a Loser. And why is that? And the reason is because I'm going to go see a movie by myself, which is something I haven't done in like as long as I can remember. I honestly do not know when the last time I went to the movie theater by myself was. Why is that? Well, a big reason is marriage. I'm taking care of I like that car. I take care of my son like pretty much all night. You want to know what I did yesterday? Here, we're off topic already. Good for me. Yesterday, let's take yesterday as a fucking example. I wake up. I go to my son's room. I wake him up. I get him dressed, I take him downstairs, give him some water first, and then give him something small to eat because he eats at school, but it's not for like an hour and a half after he wakes up. So I think it's too long to go in the morning without having anything in your stomach. So I give him something to eat, and then I take him to school. You notice I haven't said anything about my wife in this point because during this period she does pretty much nothing. No, actually I take that back. She does nothing. I said pretty much. That's an understatement. So then I take him to school. Then I buy breakfast for me and my wife, and then I bring that home, and then I generally relax for a little bit, like first thing in the morning. Yesterday I didn't. Yesterday, after I think was that yesterday? Thursday, Wednesday. I forget what I did, but I was doing. Oh yeah, I did some work yesterday morning, and then I swept and mopped, and then I did, I was doing I was doing a lot of computer work during the day, but I swept and mopped as well. And then I think my wife bought dinner, so that's something she did. And then I pick up my son from school, I bring him home, I did his homework with him. She bought dinner, she didn't cook it, she just bought it. And then he watches TV for a little bit to relax, to kind of calm down. And then I wash him. I give him a shower, and then I take him to the bedroom. I change his clothes for bed, and then I read him a story for bed. And again, yes, and then my wife reads him a story too. He likes 2 stories for bedtime. That's the rule. And I read him the first one, and then my wife reads him the second one. It used to be just her reading him the stories, but she actually complained about it. She complained about the fact that she has to tell her son 2 stories, and therefore I have to come in each night and read one of them to him because 2 is too much effort for her. Mm-hmm. So, I'd be fine with reading both of them. I'd be fine if he slept in my room and not hers, but he he prefers her because she has hair. That's his excuse. I'm like, why don't you just sleep with Daddy, and then you won't get yelled at, you won't get hit before bedtime. Like, it's nuts. Like, she was gone for like 2 weeks, just recently. She was like gone for 2 weeks, and I'm taking care of him by myself. She wasn't like she didn't leave the city. She was just her father died, so she had to do family things for like 2 weeks. She was occupied with funeral arrangements, stuff like that. Chinese funerals are really complicated and whatnot. Well, that's interesting. So she spent like 2 weeks with her family, and she was rarely ever at home. And then it was so nuts because while she wasn't at home, everything just went more smoothly, and I was more happy, and my son was more happy. He missed her, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't crying and he wasn't getting hit, you know. It was just like, and then she comes home. Oh yeah, and then like there was a couple times where she'd come home. Like normally she'd come home after he was already asleep, and then there was a couple times where she came home while he was still awake. And I was kind of like, oh, good, I can take a break. I don't have to put him to bed. And then, so she puts him to bed, and then I hear him crying, and then I hear him hitting her, and then I hear him crying some more, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I put him to bed every fucking night, no problems, smooth, no problems, nothing. She comes home, puts him to bed once in a week, and fucking cry, slap, cry some more, you know, and then she's calling me to come up to, you know, to deal with it. It's like, what the fuck? You know? So, yeah. So I'm going to go see a movie by myself. I was supposed to go see it with my wife, but we had a falling out recently. And she's like giving me the silent treatment, which is actually makes me happy, which, you know, which is understandable considering what I just explained, you know, like the less I have to speak with her or be with her, the better. And now I'm going to get dozens of comments. Why don't you leave her? Why don't you leave her? Why don't you leave her? And the answer to that is because I read that if your parents divorce before the age of 5, it does like damage, you know, like psychological damage or whatever. And it's proven by, like, if you look at kids whose parents divorced at the age of 2, the age of 3, they do more poorly on average on testing and aptitude testing or emotional quotient testing or IQ testing, or I don't know what kind of testing, but it just said. So I read that and I just decided, okay, well, I'll stick it out until he's 5. And then, like, on his 5th birthday at like 12:01 a.m., I'll walk into his room and I'll be like, I'm out of this fucking shithole. Here's my fucking Facebook name, kid. Look me up when you get older. Yeah, so. Actually, I probably won't make it till he's 5, but I'll try to get as close to that. 5 is the goal, but I know I'm gonna fall short. Yeah, no, I'm gonna fall short. I'm gonna get out before that. Yeah. So she's not talking to me, which is fine by me. It makes my life smoother because I don't feel obligated to like eat with her and shit. Instead of like eating dinner with her, I can just go up to my room and up to my computer room and eat and, you know, like watch some like goat porn, masturbate. I got like a cum shield for my food. It's like this plastic thing. You can get them online. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to go see the movie Avengers. I'd planned on seeing it with my friend Brad, but then I saw he did a Facebook status update. I guess he did it last night, but I saw it this morning when I woke up. So I woke up this morning and I go onto Facebook and it's and Brad says, I just saw the movie The Avengers. It's really good, and I just cried. I just cried for a solid hour, and then I started to cut myself because that's what I do when I feel really sad. I think it releases the sadness through my skin. I didn't cry. Okay, I cried a little, but no, I didn't cry at all. Who believes me? No, I didn't. Anyways, that's enough of that joke. I'm a little insane. You can tell he was thinking it. So, because I move my hands when I talk, for those of you who don't know. Like, even when you can't see my hands moving around, they're definitely moving around. If you can hear me speaking, then my hands are moving. It's as simple as that. Literally. Yeah, that sounds better. I'm gonna stick with that. Literally. From now on, I won't say literally anymore. I'll just be literally. I prefer it. It's more musical. So what are we talking about?
I don't care about. Have you ever seen 2 girls in a cup?
2 girls in a cup.
Now they're asking me what the 2 girls in a cup joke was about.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the 杯子 cup 对。
所以2个女生在。
2个 no 不是他们不是里面的是2个女生有1个杯子。
对。
1个 cup。
Yeah.
Girl in a cup.
No, 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 no.
Two
Two girls and a cup.
Oh, and a cup.
还有2个女孩，还有一个杯子。
Two girl and a cup.
对啊，我刚刚听起来，我想说